Now on NECN, the latest news, weather, and traffic. The best way to start your day. This is NECN Morning.
Well, Danielle, in this economy, lots of people are looking for jobs, and those who have them are looking to keep them and do better. And this morning, we are joined by career success consultant and author Bob Burg. He's written this book. It's got a lot of attention. It is a bestseller. It's called The Go-Giver, and it's all about ways to get ahead in the workplace. And you've just come out with the follow-up, Go-Givers Sell More. Good to have you here, Bob.
Thanks, Mike. Great to be here.
You know, when you have a job, a lot of people in this economy are just looking to hang on to the job. So is now the best time to start a new strategy and trying to get ahead? I mean, it must be a tough time to sell some of your ideas.
Well, John David Mann, my awesome co-author, and I, we really wrote these books because we wanted to bring people back to what it took to be successful in any economy, good economy, bad economy, what have you. You know, we typically say you cannot control the economy, but you can absolutely control your economy. And you do that by following 5 basic laws that's going to create a context where you're of so much value, whether it's to your employer, to your customer, to whomever, that you're always going to have a job and you're going to be in a perfect position for advancement.
All right, there are the laws right there. Number 2 is the law of compensation. What is the law of compensation, Bob?
Well, the law of compensation says your income is determined by how many people you serve and how well you serve them. So where the law of value says to provide more in value than you take in payment, which doesn't mean you don't make a profit, it means you provide such a great buying experience that people feel great about doing business with you. Law number 2 says the more people whose lives you add that kind of exceptional value to, the more money with which you'll be rewarded.
And we then move on to the 3rd one, and that's the law of influence. Everybody wants influence.
And this says that your influence is determined by how abundantly you place other people's interest first. Mike, this sounds counterintuitive, but it's absolutely the secret that all successful business people, salespeople, leaders use. And that is, you put other people's interests first. You take the focus on how greatly you can add value to the lives of others.
It sounds nice, but is it realistic in the work world?
And that's the great question. Not only is it realistic, it's absolutely practical. It's absolutely what takes people from being average to being outstanding. And if you look at any great leader, any great salesperson, they understand that the key to success is understanding that it isn't about you and it isn't about your product or service. It's about the other person and how you can fulfill their needs. And in a free enterprise-based economy, that's what makes you money.
The 4th law is the one of authenticity. What's that all about?
That simply says the most valuable gift you have to offer is yourself. And it simply means that all the skills in the world, the sales skills, technical skills, people skills, important, but it's all for naught if you don't bring your best, your truest, authentic self to the game. And when you do, when you are authentic, people know this, they relate to it, and they want to do business with you.
And you have to be receptive. Law number 5, the law of receptivity.
That's such a key because all the other things are great, but if you don't allow yourself to receive when you've earned the right to receive, nothing's going to happen. So you've got to be able to take all 5 laws, use them in conjunction, and part of that is to be able to receive what you've earned.
You're in action and receiving and giving here in Massachusetts. I know you're a Massachusetts native from the North Shore. What are you doing tonight and tomorrow?
Yeah, actually was born in the Peabody area, grew up in Natick, and tomorrow I'll be in Danvers. People
can go to your website.
They can at www.burg.com. They can get information there. They can also download chapter 1 of the Go-Giver and Go-Givers Sell More if they'd like.
Bob Burg, author and consultant, author of The Go-Giver. A little story about a powerful business idea. Thanks for being here today.
Mike, thanks so much for having me.